Professor, I have been waiting for you. I am filled with grief at the loss of our most celebrated knight. Jeralt was an ally of many years, and also a dear friend.
Been so long since you last saw him.
He fell in love with one of the nuns here at Garrigmach. Their love produced a child, whom she died giving birth to. It was her decision. She weighed her own life against that of her child's and, in the end, implored me to save the child. Your father never truly accepted that decision. He took the child, took you, and disappeared without warning.
My mother?
Your mother. She was my...
Sorry for the interruption, Lady Rhea. There's something you must hear immediately. A report from the knights patrolling the area.
Very well. Professor, you are dismissed for the day. Please rest and focus only on mending your heart. Understood?
Cause of sorrow.
Part 1. White Clouds. Guardian Moon. Where the goddess dwells. Long ago, the guardian Seros made an appearance during this moon. She had been summoned by the goddess, whose soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fodlan.
Sure,
Some believe that
that
high in the sky above Seros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
Yes, the Immaculate One. Jeralt herself. Oh man, I don't know why I'm getting so yawny all of a sudden. Jeez. Well.
Hey, Teach. Do you believe in gods? I don't necessarily mean the goddess of the Seros religion, just gods in general. Do you believe that incredible beings who control the fates of all really exist?
You? Because there's one inside of me that talks to me.
That's not the answer I was expecting. Though, honestly, I've recently become a bit of a believer myself. I've always hated the idea of praying to a god. After all, you can only really rely on yourself. I still believe that. You can't win a war by leaving your fate in the hands of a god. Only tangible facts can really decide a war. Which side has the most troops, the best tactics, the better organization and planning. Of course, miracles can happen. And by that, I mean things that are completely outside of your control. Things that only seem to add up if you believe in the concept of fate. Things like...
Wait, that was the game before
like
this.
meeting you, for example.
You
just seem sort of impossible. I think everyone would agree with that. You can wield the sword of the Creator. You're a tactical genius, and you have this strange ability to earn the trust of anyone you cross paths with.
Forgot my ability to turn back
I
time.
never imagined that it was possible for someone like you to exist. And yet, now that I know you, your presence in my life has quickly become invaluable. In fact, it's hard to imagine making my dreams come true without your help. Because of that, I can't believe for a second that our meeting was just a coincidence. That means it must have been fate. Maybe it was a miracle. Or maybe some god empathized with me in my dreams.
God, huh?
Again, I don't mean the goddess of Fodlan, though I suppose it may be hard for you to grasp what I'm talking about. People all over the world have different ideas about who or what the gods are, right? Even in distant lands across the ocean or over the mountains. They have gods who see the world as a whole, who don't care about Fodlan's borders, who don't meddle in our affairs, who don't grant life or take it away. And maybe, sometimes, they'll make a miracle happen. A god like that, that's the sort of god I think I could believe in.
I think I understand.
Careful, Teach. You'll anger the followers of Seros if you say things like that. I'm just speaking my mind, that's all. I think people
The thing
should
I
be
care
free to
about what
believe in
followers of
whatever gods
Seros
they
think.
want. If a person believes in a god and that god becomes a support system for them, that's a good thing. That's what a god should be. Anyway, maybe I've overstepped a bit.
Doesn't matter.
I knew you'd understand.
By the way, thanks for having this talk
In any
about
case,
gods
let's
and
keep this
life
conversation
after my
between the
father
two of
just
us,
died
yeah?
yesterday.
Day 5 of the Garland Moon, year 1157. Clear skies. I picked some flowers for her and returned home. The look of joy on her face at the sight of these flowers will be even more beautiful than the flowers themselves? Yeesh, that is enough. His entries from before your birth are full of such romantic blatherings as that. Oh, it must be deeply moving you to hear such things, but now is not the time for whimsy. Someone is here. You do not wish for them to see you in this state, so pull yourself together.
I thought I might find you here, Teach.
We're just talking.
Not the type to wallow in solitude.
Apple.
Huh? That's a relief, let me tell you. So, what were you reading? Is that Jeralt's? The contents are certainly bittersweet, but I think it's Jeralt's diary.
Gotta crack a joke.
Hey, maybe this has some entries from when Jeralt left the monastery.
Does?
Is that so? He was the captain of the knights, but something made him leave the monastery in a hurry. If it has something to do with your birth, knowing what happened may get us closer to knowing what secrets the church is hiding. Teach, would you mind letting me read that diary? I know how important it is to you, but I'm not asking lightly. Please allow me to borrow it.
I borrow it.
I'm forever in your debt, Teach. If you'd refused, I would have had to sneak in here in the dead of night. I wasn't looking forward to the prospect. Anyhow, let me fill you in on what's been going on lately, and not just as thanks for pointing me to that diary. Rhea dispatched the knights to various locations in a frantic search for the enemy. There's a rumor that she's already secured some information. Something big is going to happen soon. That has me wondering, if you find out where the enemy is, what will you do about it? If you ask, No, scratch that. All of us students would gladly lend a hand. Even
Yes,
if that means
murder.
going against Rhea's wishes.
Kill them all.
Don't forget it. Now go. Everyone's worried about you. You'd better show them you're in good spirits.
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
If you were to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim.
Which is never
I'm
really,
afraid
truly
you
revealed.
must remain, Kronya. There is something I need you to do.
Oh,
How's it
of
going, a
course.
fugitive?
I'm always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying.
Flame Emperor, is she offending?
Hope you're having a good night.
Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fodlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
Yes, cleanse the
There will be
Fodlan.
no salvation for you and your kind.
Good take up. Sounds good.
Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Dusker and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need, all for a purpose.
I didn't realize until I started playing Three Hopes that Thalos is actually Edelgard's uncle, guys. Why does everyone want to talk to me now?
Hey, Professor,
Got a minute?
No.
Look, I'm sorry I snapped at you. I didn't mean to lose my temper. I was rude to you. I should have known better.
I wasn't offended.
Huh, I thought you might say that. In that way, you're just like Captain Jeralt. You accept other people. You don't let petty details get under your skin.
How do you know my father?
Well, when I was a kid, I kind of latched onto him. I've been calling myself his apprentice ever since. He spent some time in the village I grew up in. Actually, you weren't with him back then. Why not?
Remember.
Huh. Maybe he left you with a relative or
Kitty.
something. Anyway, back then, Gerald's job was to deal with poachers. Well, they were bandits, but we called them poachers.
Brief glimpse
Nobody
of
in
her
the village
tail
could
before
stand
she
up to
have
them.
to go look out my
Your
window.
dad, he took them on like it was nothing. I was so impressed. All I could think was how amazing mercenaries were. I'd lived in that tiny village my whole life.
He's
so to
standing
me,
really
Captain
weird on my
Jeralt was
window
nothing
right
short
now.
of a legend. So I went right up to him and I told him I was going
Like
to
her
be
hind
his
legs.
apprentice. He didn't stick around
Like
long.
floating,
after
like
that,
she wants to go
but
up
he
on
did
there, but
teach
she's
me a
not.
lot while he was with us. Tactics, strategy, training routines. It was all so new and
You a
exciting.
strange cat?
So after he left, I kept at it, kept training.
Now you're a strange
Just
cat.
like he taught me.
Glad you got to see him again.
Me too. I always planned to meet him again once I became a top-tier mercenary. But I'm just glad I got to see him, to thank him properly and all.
And he
I spent
died.
my whole life working to become a great mercenary like your father. There were so many times when I wanted to ask his advice, but I couldn't. I just had to make do. That's how I've made it this far. Just hard work, all on my own. But then you come along. And it's like you don't appreciate Captain Jeralt at all, or how lucky you were to have him around your whole life. No, it still really bothers me.
Snapping at me
You
again.
might be his kid, but I'm still his best apprentice. Got it?
Hey, voice. Ingrid's birthday. Tea party! Depression tea party. Crescent
Thank
moon
you for
tea.
inviting me. Thank you. Quite delicious.
Edie. Oh,
Yes.
cats. See? He knows what's going on with the cat.
Yes.
Gosh, nope.
No.
Dang it.
Yes.
Holden's future. Nice tea time.
Thank you for the treat.
And sad, depressing music. Got to explore.
If you
Talk
must
to everyone.
weep, then weep. I shall be here for you.
Thank
Well,
you.
it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on and let it out. I am here.
Blue thing there. Let out this cry. And go grab the shiny blue thing. No, you stay snuggling with me for a bit. Stay snuggling now. People of the internet want to see you. Say hi, kitty. Say hi. Oh. I know she doesn't like that, but I do it anyways. Tooth dagger.
I'm so sorry about what happened to Jeralt. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The Knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
Yeah, revenge with you is...
Professor, you gotta keep yourself active during tough times, Professor. Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through it when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties.
Thank you.
I'm not even close to being strong enough. I mean, Jeralt was so much stronger than me, but even that's enough.
You got sneak
Dwell on the
attacked.
past. There's no way to know what my future holds, but I do know one thing. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. I have to keep pushing so I can grow even stronger.
See what I get for travelers. Eh. Why not? Eh. Eh. I have all three lords. I had all three house leaders I could get in this one. That was weird. Sneaky spot. Found one before 30 seconds was up, so that's a good start.
Okay.
One's in the tea area.
Right.
Unbelievable. Wait, that was the traveler, not where. Not normal Claude, or not normal Claude thing.
Right.
Are they? Where are they? Where the heck were they? That was weird. They were outside the map.
That's,
Some of the training people aren't here this month. How to
Professor,
burn it up.
I brought some flowers for Jeralt.
Thank
It's
you.
the least I can do. Sometimes I feel like all I do is run away. Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
Remember right. Updates Jeralt to be on here.
Interesting.
Balancing scale.
I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This isn't no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so... There you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use.
Okay. Stuff you had to stay there. Who's in the training area? Armory.
I trained with Jeralt just the other day. Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
Like,
Do you have time for a request?
I'll get on that when I can. Lockable in here. Shiny blue thing. By the way, kid, I need the shiny blue thing.
Unbelievable. I heard Jeralt passed away. My deepest condolences. I knew him long before I ever even met you. He was always so much fun to be around. It's such a loss.
He's an ageless god, too, so... Carrying bait.
Professor.
Blue thing.
I'm sure you will pull through this, because you're so strong, Professor. Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen.
Careful.
Yes, I agree. I don't want to lose you too, Professor.
Dorothea. You have to say Dorothea.
I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage. But when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say. But I do know this much. Sir Jeralt must have been very proud to have you as his child.
What the?
Maybe.
Yep.
When I heard that Monica was with the enemy, I was surprised by how unsurprised I was.
Yes, I was totally unsurprised at the surprise twist that she was actually bad.
It's hard to explain. That said, whenever she had free time, she was always hanging around with Edelgard. I wonder if Edelgard is also... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just being paranoid. Please
No,
ignore me.
you're actually onto something. Jamie didn't bring that up with anyone. You could have saved a lot of lives, but we'll ignore that. Professor?
Dark expressions don't suit you, Professor. But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again. It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important, but is it a good idea to neglect the safety of the monastery?
What do you think, Professor? I agree. We can send some knights after our enemies, but so many? It makes the church seem reckless.
Honestly, I probably could recruit,
Professor?
Felix.
Do you think we'll still be able to graduate?
Nope.
If dangerous things keep happening around here? Who even knows? I'm worried. I hope that all the students and professors will be there to celebrate at the graduation ceremony.
Who's in here?
There is
Orange.
no one here who has not heard tales of Jeralt's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they have done, we cannot
Any
suffer
blue thing
them
over
to
there.
live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word.
Seemed, angry there. Dreams about the goddess, huh?
People are saying horrible things about Marianne. They're saying she's friends with the bad guys. If I hear someone say that, I'll...
Leave it alone, Hilda. It doesn't matter.
We'll defeat the bad guys. We'll
That would
show
be the
them.
quickest way to resolve this. Come on, Marianne. Let's give it our all.
Claude's over there, hiding in the corner.
Hi, Teach. I see the storm in your eyes has passed. You're looking much better. I've been reading Jeralt's diary. The baby he mentions. That's you, isn't it? I can't understand about half of what's written here, but Jeralt really cherished you. That much is clear.
Shiny green thing. That was actually a shiny blue thing. Onion. Chest key. Albinian berries. Chest key. Indian seed.
The other night, I had the honor of sharing a drink with Jeralt.
He left you with the bill, right?
He was pretty tactless, honestly. He could be blunt at times, but he always looked like such a proud, happy father whenever he spoke of you.
Professor, I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried.
Oh, Professor, you must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you. We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better.
Oh, that's awfully sweet of you. Thank you for the thought.
Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Ah, man.
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
What do you have to say about this, Edelgard?
What happened to Jeralt? It's terrible. If there's anything I can do, simply ask. Even if what you desire is revenge, I'll gladly lend you my power. We can't let them get away with this.
I'll use them for a little bit longer, but then we'll get revenge with them. Boost our HP for a little bit this month, I guess.
Alright, let's get cracking. Interesting. Say, you're pretty good at this. Good deal.
Calendar. That's 3 paralogs I can do. Guess that one's not worth doing. Grid.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you. Well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor,
Stop talking now. Gatekeeper, you can probably cheer me up, right? You're always so full of joy.
Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
God damn it. supposed to cheer me up, gatekeeper. Not be the other guy openly crying.
Geralt's gone. He's gone. And we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. But I just can't... I can't believe...
Maybe.
Professor.
Lots of stuff in here. Berries.
It is a shame what happened to Jeralt. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
Light purple veil. Harvest. I always suck at this, getting the ones. Don't know what to do. Someone's in the hallway. Who's in the hallway? Nuts.
Professor, I'm scared. I feel that I don't understand the world. How could something like that happen to Jeralt? He was so strong.
You're scared. Push through.
You're inspiring, Professor. I'll do my best.
Blue thing.
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book?
Follow their bag, and inside it.
That ring. I have seen it before. Ah, I know.
Looking ring.
Jeralt showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
Hey, ring. I have a ring now.
Right. I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Jeralt. Will you listen? It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure?
Weird people. We'll have a thing.
I wonder who they were.
Hey.
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so... You have my sympathy. Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person.
Ah, she just appeared out of nowhere.
You've lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay?
I've never been much for condolences.
No, you have not, Hubert. I love the fact I've never been much for condolences. Conversation stop.
Hey, you.
Blue thing. Nothing important.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I am so sorry. The failing was clearly our own.
We didn't notice the enemy's invasion, and now Jeralt. I apologize. There is nothing I can say to atone for our sins. Professor, please do not let your guard down even among the people of the monastery. There is no way to know where another enemy may be hiding.
Monica von Ox. There is nothing suspicious in her past that would suggest this change of character. Her transformation must have something to do with her disappearance.
I don't like how
last
the
year.
same thing with
Sadly, that is the extent of my
Tomas.
knowledge. I wonder who kidnapped her and why.
Ice box. Looked at the notes in this box before, and it seems like everyone's always worried and complained about stuff. Everyone really that bad off? Worry often leads to growth? Yay! I got it right. Blue thing. Shiny blue thing. Oh. A shiny blue thing in the well.
Excuse me. Not just Tomas, but Monica, too. We can't be sure who to trust anymore, can we?
Trust no
Who are
one.
these people really? What do they want?
Player coordinator. We don't used to. Why? But that's what we'll do.
I'll keep my voice.
I'm not good, but I'm loud. You might want to run for cover.
Professor. Oh, Goddess, hear my prayer. Please receive this beloved person. When the cold rain washes the body, when the bird and wolf announce the dawn, receive them into your blue blood. Receive them into a twinkling star. That's a morning scripture from the Church of Saros. Lady Rhea taught it to me. I pray that Jeralt is happy in the next world.
One where there's one over here. Nope. Ease. What do they have to say down in the... This is taking its sweet time loading, too.
What's that?
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. But maybe now isn't the time? You seem down. Got something on your mind? I hope you know I'm here for you if you ever have your own stuff to report. That's what friends are for. Unless it's about money, in which case, I'm busy.
What? Captain Jeralt's been killed? I can't believe it. From all I'd heard about the man, I thought he was indestructible. He was so strong. What could have possibly...
A sneak attack. Someone fought him like a jerk.
What's that?
Okay, this month feels different, doesn't it? Garrick Mach's all tense, like the whole place might explode. This is why I've kept to myself all these years. I don't want to be anywhere near whatever's about to happen.
Oh, wait.
Hey, pal.
Here.
Hey, pal. I see you're up and at 'em again, yeah? Good on you. No use crying over the past and all.
Balthus, have some sensitivity. Who knows what the poor dear is going through right now?
That poor dear can hear you, you know. Talking about someone like they're not there. How cold can you get?
Cold.
A fair point. Please, Professor, forgive my indiscretion. You have my condolences.
Remember, the first step to healing is a hefty dose of revenge. Get out there and get to it.
A free junk waiting. Want to talk to the pupper. Healed. The sword. 2 silver swords, huh? Was this is in here? Always in here.
Jeralt raised you, yeah? It was all you had. You must be feeling a lot right now. When a parent dies, it really leaves a mark. So feel what you need to, no matter how that looks. But know that your inner fire will keep you moving ahead through even the hardest times.
Emblem of fire inside my chest. That, you mean?
Hey, it seems like you're having a hard time. Not that I can really understand what you're going through. I know that this is painful, but don't lose hope for the future, okay? Someday you'll be able to accept what's happened. And in the meantime, you have plenty of friends here to support you. Me included.
Say some nice things at this point in the game. That's where I want. To the monastery! To the monastery! Sometimes the load screens to go in between main areas are take forever.
That's so.
Go to the sauna. Grease the steam. Gotta get into that green bar. Grease the steam more. Even more steam. Perfect. We're all sparkly so we can... Dun, dun, dun. Flawed. Why not? Hey, steam. Re-steam more. And more steam. Perfect. Blood feels very refreshed. Let's give the person with already insane growth even more growth. My character got up more. Just the other people that seemed to get up ridiculously fast. Steam. Stay longer. Ooh, and we're both perfect.
Excuse me, Professor.
Again.
How are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain, as if it were
And that was
brand
over
new.
1,000 years
Just
ago.
know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
Nothing that helps me. Any blue thing. Oh, that's funny, that's his lost item. He couldn't find it. 20 feet away from him.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely
That didn't set off any red
as
flags.
If perhaps the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand.
Good.
Really?
Really indeed.
Right, I wonder...
Helps me.
You've lost some. Manuel, we can't. I've all. You're a
Blue thing.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I knew he was...
Hey!
That's all the people I can train with this month, because everyone else is away on... Let's put 2 more people to the sauna. Yeah, it's probably magic. Most likely magic. Jeralt. Why not? Perfect. The nice thing about doing this is they get better experience. They get stuff. Why not? Increase the steam. I'm ahead, usually it's the other way around. We both got the aura, so. Definitely got to their stuff, so. instruct manually. You always instruct manually.
This isn't so hard. Oh.
To get that up so we can actually... Right. Get this to S+ before this playthrough is over. Come on, all goods? Come on, game. A little tidbit better. Guys pay to boost that up now.
Don't stop. Keep it coming.
You've come to graces with your presence again, kitty. Up to your favorite window spot. Oh, perfect out of you. Do one more person. Nothing great.
It's starting.
Technically turn her almost into a Valkyrie. Almost. Not going to. Isn't enough. Get a couple people up to their S+ rank, having them burn stuff anymore. Again next year.
I gotta ask you something.
I want to eat meat and fish, but everyone I know says I gotta eat vegetables too. We're gonna get full on some stupid leaves. Eating vegetables will help your muscles grow.
Makes sense to me. Professor.
Oh. Girl wants to go for a visit.
Keeping it clean, sweeping it clean. No more trash, nowhere, no how. Oh darn, there's trash over there.
Trash everywhere. Hard at work, I see.
Hey, Professor. The cathedral's a real important place for the Church of Saros, so I always make sure it's all sparkling clean. The monks do some cleaning too, and they tell me not to bother, and sometimes they even say to go away, but they just don't clean as good as I do. I don't
You're a neat
stop
freak.
until
Got it.
everything shines.
Are you a believer?
Nah, not really. And Lady Rhea told me it's okay if I don't show an interest unless I feel like it. And I haven't so far, but I just want to take good care of the things she cares about. If there's a thing she wants taken care of, then I'll do it better than anyone else. What do you think? You'd go the extra mile for Lady Rhea, wouldn't you?
Hard to find the time.
Maybe you don't realize how great a person Lady Rhea is. She's always praying hard as she can for her followers all across Fodlan. She does it every single day. And even though she's always so busy, she tries to listen to as many people's needs as she can. When she's seen the kids who lost their parents in Remire Village, she didn't leave them there. She got the church to take those kids in, same as me. She's so kind. She's almost like a mom to all her followers, and just everybody that I can think of loves her.
Yes, he is a simp. That's a good way to describe it. I think it's more about... I think it's about more than kindness.
Hang on. You trying to say you know more about Lady Rhea than I do? Okay, maybe
Also,
she
hi
likes
Wimpy, how you
more
doing
than
tonight?
She likes me. But I know that I know a whole lot more about her than you do. I know these things, okay? So don't go talking down to me like you know better.
I wasn't, though.
Huh? Well, just as long as we're all clear on that.
Red Cane, if it's an ice palace, it's probably in the big key chest. You know, the worst place it could be in Ice Palace. Just outside of the place you can do Icebreaker.
With you, you can leave it to me.
We
did okay.
Guess I'm still growing.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Rest yet?
Rest? No. Sure, it's St. Theros' day.
There's someone who's slightly off. Oh well, that adds some color, I suppose.
Singing is nice, isn't it? The only thing is, I'd prefer to do it without an audience.
Yes, Saros and Rhea have Saros' birthday, Rhea's birthday the same. Quite interesting. Flowers. And back to sad music. Of course, it's back to sad music time. I think that's a place to call it for the night, because starting a mission here is going to take too much time.